Hey, Sinora, hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, preparing for Christmas looks like with our background, right?
Yeah, like look what Carl did, right? All red for us and all. Yeah, but it looks nice,
It
honestly.
looks
And with
nice.
with the day like snow today, oh my God, this completely blends in. It's a snow day and all Christmas, and yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And 2021 has been a year for celebrating Agile, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still in hangover of Access Agile, honestly speaking. Like, the event, the massiveness of the event, it was so
Hmm.
great. And doing it twice in a year, I still have like, jitters thinking about all the kind of things that we attended and the topics that we covered, the kind of speakers we had. Wow. I think it was amazing. So
Yeah.
yeah, Access Agile has been on my mind for quite some time now.
So let's see, let's hear it from Anurag himself, one of the co-founders for Agile 20 Reflect as well as Access Agile. So, Anurag, all yours.
तो कैसे हैं आप लोग?
बस हम लोग ठीक है, आप कैसे हो? कैसे चल रहा है आपका?
सब बढ़िया, सब बढ़िया। सो
हमारे यहाँ कुल्फी जम रही है, जस्ट टू टेल यू।
नहीं, यहाँ पे आई डोंट थिंक कि कुल्फी जमेगी कभी, मतलब वेयर आई एम नियर दिल्ली। बट हाँ, टेम्परेचर्स आर गोइंग डाउन और इट इज द स्टार्ट ऑफ विंटर्स एंड as we see, so there are different things going to happen, and also this winter makes me think about the last winter where we actually started talking about Agile 20 Reflect, and then that is how it actually started. So we had the first one, like the first ever Agile 20 Reflect festival, which was to celebrate 20 years of Agile, and happened in Feb 2021. And then we recently had the Access Agile, which is there on my top if you see. So we recently had it as a 3 day. So Agile 20 Effect was a 1 month event. Like we had so many 800 plus events across the world. This one was a shorter version, 3 days. But if you do the proportion, so 800 plus events in a month and 150 events in 3 days. So that is what
Wow.
Agile
Wow.
20.
Was it running 24/7 round the clock or what? Like, how
Correct,
were you able
correct.
to manage?
Yeah, so that is the beauty of having people across the world. So this whole event was based on having everything for free, like all the events will be free,
Mhm.
and we'll be having ambassadors across the globe. So people from different countries will be coming together, and that actually helped get so many events. And also the thing that you mentioned, 24 hours. So yeah, because people are based in South America, North America, Asia, different time zones, some in Australia as well. So different time zones. So that is why it went on for 24 hours, and that is why like 150 events in 3 days.
Wow.
Nice. So, first of all, like, who came up with this concept of both the like Agile 20 Reflect as well as Access Agile, and how did the founders came together to see that okay, let's start with this moment. It's like a moment, right? It's a
Mhm.
movement which has happened where you are getting so many people, so many speakers, so many ambassadors, everything, everybody on the same platform.
Correct. So I think the idea actually came from a discussion which Scott initiated, and he actually talked to a few people who are already active in Agile. So I remember Ellen Grove. She's the I think she's leading Agile Alliance. So she was there in that initial discussion, and it was actually her post on LinkedIn which I got to see, and then there was a link to apply for volunteering for it. So that is how it started. That is how I connected with Scott, and then there were channels on Slack where people from different countries connected. And I remember, so we had a group of people, like almost like 15-20 people. So people from Asia, I think it was mostly me, but we had a lot of people from Europe. We had people from North America, South America. We had people from Africa. We also had people from Russia. Like if you want to count it separately, so we had people from Russia as well. So yeah, so that is how it started for me. And we used to have these discussions every Tuesday. For me, it used to be almost like late night, 11:30 p.m. in the night because of the time zone, obviously, and
Hmm.
sometimes 10:30 p.m. But I tried to join all of them, and slowly, slowly. we started talking about it, what we can do, how should be the format be, how should we have some patrons who are already big names in Agile join us as patrons. We did some of the interviews. I remember I did the interview April, and similarly there were other people who interviewed different patrons. Then we started having ambassadors in different countries, and since it was something which was not related to a particular organization or a particular group of people, like not Agile Alliance or Scrum Alliance, or any such particular body who we were representing, so everybody started joining. And I remember South America, so there were almost like more than 30% of all the events that we had in Agile 20 Reflect that were from South America. We had so many people from South America joining in. I think Kala, she is also now part of Agile World, so she
Yeah.
played a very important role there. And
Mm.
then there were so many other people, and yeah, so that is how it started. So different kind of discussion, different kind of people joining in, ambassadors joining in, this spreading the word, then people joining in, people creating events. And because this was not related to a particular organization, so even organizations started supporting. So we had got support from Scrum Alliance, we got support from Agile Alliance, and Scott, so he brought everybody together. Then we had Shelby and many different people. Carl was there, who brought their own different kind of expertise in building this platform, building how things can be automated, how things can start, the website which we had. So those are some of the things how it started and then went on, as we all know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember I was a part of it. So from Canada, right? I was representing Canada
Correct,
at
correct.
the Agile 20 Reflect, as well as was one of the trustees along with you for the Access Agile, what we had.
Yeah.
But who were the co-founders like initially besides Scott?
Yeah, so we had Scott, we had Yusuf, Dean, we had Carl was also there. We had Satpal Singh, he was
Hmm.
playing a very important role. We had Shelby Wilson. And then, yeah, I think those are some of the names, but we had a lot of people. So as I said, so 15, 20 people were the core team. And we had Miles from South Africa. Yeah, so those are some of the big names, people who are like 25,000, 30,000 people as on LinkedIn who are their followers. So those kind of people were there who actually put in their time, effort, and came together to create this.
So was
Mm.
geographical location ever a challenge for you, like connecting with all the people across the globe?
I'll say yes. I'll not lie here. So yes, it was, because if you take my example, so I used to join at 10:30 or 11:30. Then
Mhm.
there were people from Australia. For them, it was like early morning. Those kind of things were definitely a constraint, and that is why we could not reach to many people in Australia because of the time zones. But we did have some people from there. So yeah, it was a constraint, but because of the different networking channels that we have, so we had Slack, we have WhatsApp, and then other platforms. So, and also because of the pandemic, so people were at home, people were able to give out their time virtually. So those kind of things also helped. But yeah, they were actually challenges because of the time zones, and because of like not everybody being on sync, or not everybody understanding things the same way, obviously because of the geographical barriers and also the time zones. But overall it succeeded because most of the people were thinking the same way. They all wanted to make it a success, they all wanted to celebrate
Mhm.
Agile. So that is why it went on.
Nice. But then what were the challenges in terms of bringing so many people together around the globe? This was a global event. It's not a local event, right? That means you are getting so many speakers, like yeah, as you mentioned, like 800 events 800 plus events happening during Access 20 Agile, right? Access,
And that is
Agile
when
20
they were not
Reflect.
Yeah.
automated.
Yeah, and it was not automated. I remember that. And plus, we were covering, like, we were covering so many countries that time. And I believe there were more than 10,000 people who attended approximately. So,
Yeah, yeah. So there were problems. There were
mhm,
problems because we're just starting, and there were also like, so even though the scale was big, so many people joined, but with every volunteer organization. So since people are volunteering, So they have their own priorities. So they have their own day jobs, they have their own families, they have own priorities. So first priority is those. So your family, your day job, your personal things. Then it comes to this. So because of that, some people initially would join in, they would be enthusiastic, but then something else would come in, and so they will move out. Or somebody who has not joined initially, they will come in later, fill that gap, and that is how it would go on. So some people will be more committed, some will people will be less committed, obviously, because it is a voluntary thing. So
Mm.
you're not getting paid, you're not doing it as the top priority. So those are some of the constraints which are there with everybody. Everybody has got different things to do. I myself, if I talk about, so I'm working with Publicis Sapient, and I'm also doing my exec MBA from Indian School of Business. So I was doing these two things, and then this was the third one. So I was actually putting my legs on. I have two legs, but I was actually on three boats. So yeah. So but then it was passion which was driving things, and if you want to do it, then some people will be more enthusiastic. They'll putting in more time, and some would be putting it less. But eventually, it went on. It happened, and since it was not automated, so a bit more about the manual work was needed, and that is what I think currently we are working upon to make sure that the next version which happens, the Access Agile Festival, so it should be in a more streamlined way so that we don't have to put in a lot of manual effort. Obviously, it will depend upon also what kind of automation we can do, or how many people will join us, what kind of expertise they bring in. I remember on the tech side, we were always struggling because not many people would join from that area who are experts in technology because of different reasons. So we had to go that manual way. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to sort it out, and it will work well. It will make life easier for many people, and everybody will be able to enjoy, instead of like some people working more and missing the fun. Although fun is a very important aspect of all of it. So we should be having fun, we should be talking to different people. At times it may not happen because like some people will have to do more, they are more connected, they take more responsibilities. So that is how it will happen always. But yeah, let's see. I hope those are some of the things we can improve upon. But apart from that, I think the connection which we have with people, the passion which many people have to bring this live, and also so many people coming in to do completely free events. Some of those events are actually like you ask people to pay, and you pay big amounts to join. So those are some of the things which I hope will not be will not uh, like those are some of the things which are the USP of it. So having all of it for free, and it will always be free, and yeah, that is what we are looking to do.
Yeah, I think it's a great thought that's been put forward by the founders. Like I remember meeting Carl and Sabrina, and they mentioned, like, they want to open a free open agile university. That's what they're working on. They're working on this agile festival. I'd say the podcast that we're doing, like it's all like syncs so well to be able to connect people who do not have that kind of access to the information, or may not be able to spend so much on the certificates that there are out in the market to learn new things. But instead you just look for a topic, you go on the website, and you'll just find everything here, find the speakers, find the people to connect with. It's really overwhelming, and it's really amazing to see all the kind of effort. And it's also amazing to see how all of us, like agile practitioners, come together, and we have the same things on our mind, same like to bring everyone to like being agile in very true sense, I'd say. So I think it's a great initiative that ways. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like bringing the world more closer now, virtually, right?
Yeah.
Because where people did not have access to so many good speakers or newbie speakers as well. That is a platform, which Access Agile or Agile 20 Reflect gave them. But then at the same time, like, sharing your own ideas for as a volunteer, and, helping the world elevate towards Agile and adopting to Agile as the way, to be more successful. So have you tried something from there? Whatever you have learned so far, Anurag, during those festivals?
So yeah, I think one of the easiest thing that now I find to do is that I can actually conduct such kind of events very easily. In fact, like that is just an extension of what I've been doing. So even in my MBA, so my cohort, so I'm actually student engagement lead. So I was actually voted in for that, and my role apart from my MBA is also to make sure that we conduct these kind of events or activities for my cohort. And
Mhm.
my cohort is like everybody is 15 plus of WorkX. So like we had CEOs, so we have MDs, we have different kind of people in my cohort. So connecting these kind of activities for them, so this is something which has now become easy for me. So I can easily do these things. In fact, uh, I was on something else before we actually started this discussion, and then I straight away jumped into this. So I did not have to as such think a lot as to what I'm going to speak. It is all coming in like on its own. So those are some of the things which I have developed. So I have become much more confident. I have become much more uh, I don't have that fear now that how or what to speak in front of so many people, and how to connect with different kind of people, and also understand what different kind of people across the world think. So how people in Mexico think, or how people in South America think, or how things are happening in Africa. So those are some of the things which I have been able to understand, and these are some of the outcomes or takeaways from this festival.
That is amazing. And how would you say, like, if there are listeners out there who wants to associate with Access Agile and be part of this, this amazing event and volunteer, what should they do? What should they be looking forward to?
So for any volunteer, so I think the first thing is go to this. You see this website here. Just go to this website, and you'll find the ways how to connect. But if you are looking to volunteer, so I'll request you that please try to like spend some time, commit some time to volunteering seriously. Because if you join and then because of certain reasons, if you have to move out, or there's some of the, like things can happen for with anybody. So what it means is that we need to find somebody else to do that job. So that is something, if you can like make sure that you stay till the end, so that will help. I don't think it will take a lot of your commitment, because if there are more people who are committed, so everybody does less. But if there are less people who are committed, so everybody, like those few people do more. So, so that is the thing that it is. And also, I think Scott and Sat and Mao, so they have created a podcast recently, and they are more eager to bring people together, create a community, and that will be more like an extension of Access Agile. Obviously it is not going to be paid, so you're not going to pay to become members. That is how
Mhm.
for other organizations currently it is. But here you join for free. And also a very important thing which I did not mention till now is that there is a YouTube library, and that library is has the recordings of all the events that we had. And
Mhm.
as I said, so some of those events, when you go to attend those events for those agilist or speakers, so you need to pay a lot. Now those all are available for free on the website, and that is a very important outcome of this entire ecosystem. So
Mhm.
all of those are available free of cost. Just go there, see those recordings. Even if you are not able to attend those sessions, it is there. So just go and enjoy it. And also that is something which we are going to expand. That library is going to expand in the future as we have more events, as we have more people joining us, more events, and also different kind of things happening around the world. So if they are available, so we'll try to put it there. So yeah, I think those are some of the important things which you, if you want to volunteer, you can start that way, and also get more from the library that we have.
That is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, it's like, okay, even if you miss it, you can still go back and take a look at it and learn from that. So there is always so that means you are following one of the principles, continuous learning and continuous
Correct.
improvement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, absolutely. And what kind of things can we expect? Like, of course, I know I'm connected with Agile 20 Reflect as well as with Access Agile, since then, and we have been trying to improvise wherever possible. So, in coming the next festival, what kind of people should be looking forward for?
So as has been the motto, so it is open to everybody. You don't have to be using Agile. So I remember there was one event recently in the Access Agile Festival that we had. In fact, it was the festival. So it was more like how people use Agile in during cyclones, so disaster management.
Wow.
So those are some of how Agile is being used in hospitals. So those are some of the different kinds of ways in which Agile is being used. So it is not just related to IT, it's not just related to, as many people think, software development, but it is how you can be more agile, how you can think differently, how you can learn every day, how you can learn from your past. Those are some of the things which we are targeting to. And also there are people like around the world who don't have access to it, who don't have access, so they cannot pay to attend those sessions. So that is why those libraries we have created, so that they are able to access it. And also next time when if they want, and also the new speaker that you mentioned, so if there is anybody who would like to be a new speaker, who would like to get a platform globally to discuss or talk about anything that they have recently learned or they would like to share, so those are some of the things that you'll get out of it. And also Access Agile is not going to be just limited to a festival, so it is going to be more like creating a community, how we can interact more in the community, knowledge sharing on the go, knowledge sharing throughout the year, so not just during when the festivals happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like, you are connecting with so many people around the world, and plus, okay, if you are in a situation, you can definitely get some answers through the community, or there is somebody to help you out. Absolutely great concept.
Yeah, and also I think like many of us while we are working, we go through this whole process of scaled agile and connecting across the geographies, and then getting to know people in different areas and different time zone. I think with this Access Agile, you kind of learn as well, like how can all the different geographical locations can come together, like people from all different backgrounds, different culture, different race and everything, ethnicity, they all come together and then they do something as amazing as this, like how we do it in scale. And I think it'll be good to connect with people of all the areas, because then you can reach out to that region people and ask them if they need any help from that, like to understand that area, how work happens there, what are the small things that you should be mindful of when you're reaching out to those geographical areas and stuff. So I think it's a bundle of information, or it's a bundle of like an open library for everyone to just go, and it's a Google in itself for me for Agile.
So,
Yeah.
so tell me, Anurag, especially for people in India, right? Because we are going to focus purely for everybody who's in India. So for people in India, उनके लिए क्या सीखने लायक है यहाँ पे? Like I know Agile is huge. It's a broad term. So उनको कैसे benefit मिलेगा just getting involved in this festival or the festivals which are coming in future?
So एक काफी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो हमने किया, so we started with Agile 20 Effect. Fortunately or unfortunately, उसमें India का representation was very less.
Hmm.
And because of various reasons, as I said, so when we started, so I think from Asia it was mostly me.
Hmm.
And then we tried to get more people connected in India, but it could not happen. So we had some 4 or 5 ambassadors, but some of them were not very active. कुछ लोग एक्टिव थे, लेकिन somehow उन्होंने ज्यादा इवेंट्स नहीं कंडक्ट करवाए. Now I don't know, but when I was asked to actually lead this initiative, the Access Agile Festival, which was the next one after Agile 20 Reflect. So मेरे दिमाग में this was a very important thing, that we have people who were not earlier represented a lot in Agile 20 Reflect. जैसे India was there, we did not have people from China. I think
Correct.
minimal. It is such a big
Zero. I
country.
would say zero. Yeah, I remember
So
that. Yeah, we were
हाँ, तो
discussing
मेरे
this.
दिमाग में ये था, आई ऑलवेज थॉट कि हमें इसमें वहां जाना है जहां हम पहले नहीं गए. ठीक है, सो अजाइल 20 इफेक्ट में वी हैड लॉट ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम साउथ अमेरिका, लॉट ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम
Yes.
यूरोप, लॉट ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम नॉर्थ अमेरिका, लॉट ऑफ पीपल फ्रॉम इवन अफ्रीका.
Hmm.
but Asia was not represented a lot. So
Hmm.
इस बार when I was there, so मैंने काफी लोगों को connect किया. I went out to some people like Nagini, and Nagini is a very well known name here in India. So
Hmm.
she also connected with many people. She brought in so many people.
Hmm.
उसके बाद because of my MBA, so I had to travel to Hyderabad, and वहाँ पे I actually met Nagini as well, and और जब मैंने उनसे बात की face to face, मुझे पता चला कि how she's also connecting with other people, making sure that बाकी लोग भी इसको join करे, connect हो.
Hmm.
So this time I was very happy कि 150 में I think कम से कम 20 plus events or even more was from India out of
Hmm.
those
Hmm.
150. So that was a good thing. And we also had some active people who joined as ambassadors, who also participated, conducted their events. ये चीजें हैं, but India में I think the main problem is कि there are so many people who are using Agile.
Hmm.
अजाइल में ऑलरेडी काफी लोगों को पता है, काफी लोग यूज करते हैं. तो एज सच आई विल नॉट से कि इन इंडिया में देयर इज वेरी लेस एक्सेस टू अजाइल.
Hmm.
अजाइल इज वेरी रैम्पेंट. अजाइल में काफी लोग को पता है.
Hmm.
द ओनली थिंग इज कि ब्रिंगिंग मोर पीपल टुगेदर इन नॉलेज शेयरिंग. सो अभी आई थिंक व्हेन I remember when we used to pre-COVID. So when we used to have the conferences, there were so many people who were joining those conferences in person. तो वो चीजें काफी एक्टिव थे. फिर things went online. उसके बाद initially काफी लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे थे. धीरे धीरे इट वेंट ऑन. उसके बाद थोड़ा फटीग क्रिएट हो गया. ये
Hmm.
पीपल स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि अब इतने सारे हमने ऑनलाइन इवेंट ज्वाइन कर लिया है कि उनको लगा कि इट इज लॉट मोर. So वो चीजें हैं. That is a reality and we cannot deny that. But I was happy कि अभी I was and because of this Access Agile and Agile 20 I have also been able to connect with many agilists from different parts of India. So काफी लोगों से मेरा connection हो गया. LinkedIn पे मैं उनके updates देखता हूँ. So there are people from PMI who are connecting their in-person events अभी. ठीक है. So
Hmm.
those are some of
Nice.
the things which have started happening वापस. But I don't think जो scale पहले था वो scale अब तुरंत आएगा. Because many people feel कि हाइब्रिड ही बेटर है. कि
Hmm.
जिनको ट्रैवल करना वो ट्रैवल करे, जिनको नहीं ट्रैवल करना तो एक ऑनलाइन ऑप्शन हो. आई रिमेम्बर
Correct.
अभी रिसेंटली वी हैड अवर leadership summit in ISB. So it
Hmm.
was like people from different like the best people in the world, they were talking there. So we had the uh, like top executive from different big companies, and
Hmm.
also the chief economic advisor of India, so who is also an ex professor of ISB.
Hmm.
And now I think he's recently going to come back to ISB after his term ends. So he was also there in person, in fact. But it was a hybrid model. So some speakers were there in person, some speakers were there online. So I think that is the way forward. Even companies may that is going to happen that way. So
Hmm.
वो चीजें होंगी. But I think with Access Agile, कम से कम this time I see कि इंडिया में मतलब there were more people compared to Agile 20 Reflect who were participating. So that is
Correct.
good. I find that that
Hmm.
was something which we are able to do.
Mhm.
And future में होगा, and with your Agile World Indie, so I think there will be more people who will be able to come to your talk show. And
Sure.
then I think वो grow करेगा तो फिर more people will be able to connect. So I think that is good. That is something I see as a positive thing for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to focus on India, and there's a lot of potential. ऐसा नहीं है कि people are not aware, but maximum, as you understand, like that on-site offshore model which is being used, whether it's IT or non-IT, especially that is the focus comes to India only, right?
Correct.
And the technology also is being used heavily in India, which some of the people are not even aware, by collaborating with known and large organizations in the US or anywhere in the world.
Correct.
And as we say, I'm also wishing the same. Me and Sinor are also wishing the same thing, that okay, hopefully our show will reach to a lot of people. They will
Yeah.
understand that okay, there is an Indian flavor. We want to focus Agile on India and on Indian people, right, like us, so that we also get those recognitions saying that okay, nay, India has been contributing, which is already known, but can they contribute more on the Agile side, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we all are trying to do.
Yeah, I think the mindset is also changing. Abhi,
Hmm.
I was talking to some people earlier. So India may generally there is a mindset that they focus on how. So
Hmm.
अगर कुछ आया तो उसको कैसे करना है, that is something which we focus more upon. उसको
Hmm.
क्यों करना है, that is not something which we focus more upon. We don't
Why?
ask
The why
why.
part?
हाँ, वो why
Hmm.
part जो है ना, that is generally we don't ask. But that is something which is changing with so many new unicorns coming in, new companies, new
Hmm.
broad companies coming up in India, and all of them are agile. Like things are changing so fast, so all of them are agile. All of them are using agile. I know there are so many companies near Delhi. There are so many companies in Gurgaon. So I know many people from there who are using
Mhm.
agile, or and also because they are doing their own development, their own building their own products. So all of them are using agile, and all of them are now asking why, कि हमें
Hmm.
वो क्यों करना चाहिए. पहले ये होता था कि it was more like the onshore offshore model, so everybody was ठीक है, काम आ गया, उसके बाद let's do it and
Hmm.
just focus on how to automate things, how to do it better.
Hmm.
But now why भी आ रहा है, so that why we actually need to do it.
Correct. Yeah, that will give them more clarity, right?
Yeah,
Why they
that's
are
a
doing
game
it.
changer.
Absolutely. So if you know the whys, then the house becomes easier.
Correct.
Mhm.
Great, great, Anurag. So it was nice chatting with you. Great insight about Access Agile and the festivals coming in future. And we are just hoping that okay, this time we as trustees are able to get more people from India, getting more people from India getting involved in the again it's a festival, right? It's a festival which is all free, and again that there is a library, so people who have missed this and who want to go back and see okay what topics were discussed, you can go to the events which are all uploaded and run through it, learn for free from known and unknown entities, I would call it right now, and those unknown will become known very soon.
Yeah, and I think I would want to call out for the volunteers who might be interested, and for the people who are not watching the video and are on audio. That's www.access-agile.org/. So for anyone who wants to go on this website, just go there, explore your options, go and volunteer, be part of Access Agile. It's growing, and it's grown so far to a lot better viewership from where you started to now, and I think it's going to grow into a community, so it's a great platform to connect and get to know each other. So yeah, absolutely.
Correct.
Great. Okay, Anurag, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Anurag.
Nitin. Thanks.